Hello learners, welcome for the session on multiplexing and multiple access methods. I myself Nirmala Kamble from Thakur Polytechnic, Mumbai. What are the learning objectives of this topic? The learner will be able to first understand the meaning of multiplexing, types, components and applications. Second, understand the meaning of multiple access methods, components and applications. The reflection point: what is the difference between multiplexing and multiple access techniques? The definition of multiplexing: it is a process of simultaneously transmitting two or more individual signals over the common communication channel. Due to multiplexing, it is possible to increase the number of communication channels so that more information can be transmitted. The typical application of multiplexing is telemetry, telephony, satellite communication, etc. Types of multiplexing. The multiplexing are of two types, analog and digital. Among analog multiplexing, we have FDM, frequency division multiplexing, and WDM, wavelength division multiplexing. While in digital, we have TDM, time division multiplexing, which can be again of two types, synchronous and asynchronous TDM. Let us see in detail frequency division multiplexing, a multiplexing technique in which many signals are sent simultaneously, that means at the same time, in time domain, but they are separated from each other in the frequency domain. That means they occupy different slots in the frequency spectrum. The FDM is based on the concept of sharing bandwidth of common communication channel. The signals which are to be transmitted simultaneously which modulate a separate carrier. As seen in the diagram, signals are signal 1, signal 2, signal 3 and number of signals. So these are the baseband audio signals, for example. Each signal will separately modulate with its own carrier FC1, FC2, FC3 and so on. These individual modulated signals are then added in a linear mixer to form a composite signal which is transmitted to the common communication channel. So, many signals are transmitted simultaneously in the form of composite signal. So, the applications of FDM: cable TV system, FM radio system, telephone system, AM/FM radio broadcasting, TV broadcasting used in the first generation cellular phones. The wavelength division multiplexing, the technique in which a very narrow band of light from different sources of signals are combined at transmitter and transmitted through the wide band, and at the receiver the signals of different lambda, that is wavelength, are separated by using demultiplexer, is called as WDM. WDM is an analog multiplexing technique to combine an optical signal. So as we see, at the multiplexer side or the transmitter side, lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 and so on are the wavelengths of different signals, and all these are combined together and transmitted through a common optical fiber cable to a longer distance. At the other end, the receiver end, which is demultiplexer, all these independent wavelength signals are separated to destination. Applications: SONET, synchronous optical network; dense WDM, that is DWDM, aircraft and mobile communication system. Now, what do you mean by TDM? TDM is a technique in which different slots are assigned for different channels and transmitted through a single channel called as TDM. In this case, signals or channels cannot be transmitted simultaneously, but they are transmitted one by one. The transmission of all the signals through the channel is called as one frame. Here, the time domain is divided into several recurrent slots of fixed length, and each signal is allotted a time slot on a round-robin basis. If you see, A, B, C, D are the different signal sources. With the stadium system, each signal is sent in its own time frame, and this time frame, which has signal from each source, is called as one frame or TDM frame. At the receiver, this frame is demultiplexed to their other end. Applications: data communication systems, digital telemetry system, telephony systems, satellite access, cellular radio systems. Now let us see the other topic, which is multiple access techniques. This is a technique that allows more than one user to access one or more channels, that is, the transponder bandwidth within the satellite common channel. What is the need of using MAT, multiple access technique? The first, the bandwidth is shared by large number of users. The second, power is shared by large number of users. Thus, enables multiple users or nodes in wireless network worldwide share the common available transmission medium. So if you see, the Wi-Fi hotspot is shared by many users. This is the best application of multiple access technique. The available satellite transponder bandwidth is shared by all the earth stations and hence millions of users as a common communication link or channel. Types: FDMA, TDMA and CDMA. Let us see in detail TDMA. As the name suggests, channels are assigned time slots. These time slots are separated by header and guard bands. A supervisor burst of information establishing symbol and burst timing. This is followed by guard band and then channel transmission. Channels are separated by guard bands to prevent the overlapping between channels. Each user is assigned a unique time slot for transmission of signals. So if you see in this figure, the frequency band while the time. So different channels have been given different time slots. Applications: digital cellular system, that is GSM, the TWIN high speed digital network trunk line. FDMA, that is frequency division multiple access. In this, each earth station transmission are assigned specific uplink and downlink frequency band within an allotted satellite bandwidth. Again, as FDMA transmissions are separated in frequency domain, it should utilize total available transponder bandwidth and power. So here, the frequency is divided in the frequency zone. Applications: AMPS mobile system, total access communication system, DAMS, that is digital advanced mobile phone system. CDMA, the code division multiple access. In TDMA, the time slots are available in ground station with full bandwidth. In FDMA, the frequency bands are available to ground station with continuous time availability. By combining these two multiple access techniques, a hybrid technique is formed called as CDMA. In CDMA, more than one user is allowed to share a channel or sub-channel with the help of direct sequence spread spectrum signal. This is the coding method used in CDMA called as PN sequence coding. This allows several users to share a band of frequencies, and any user can use any frequency anytime. So this is the diagram for CDMA. Applications: GPS system, the Bluetooth, IS-95 system, CDMA cellular system. Now let us see the difference between multiplexing and multiple access methods. Multiplexing means combining many signals on one wire, such as telephone line, cable TV, where multiple signals are transmitted over the common communication channel to utilize the bandwidth effectively and efficiently. While multiple access means many earth stations, users can access or share the common satellite transport bandwidth effectively and efficiently. All multiple access techniques are multiplexing systems, while multiplexing systems are not multiple access methods. This is all about today's topic, multiplexing and multiple accessing. Thank you, learners. Have a nice day.